Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. How are we doing tonight? Happy Wednesday to you. It is Hump Day. Hump Day, everybody. How are we doing? Hey, Kath, you're in first. Congratulations. Welcome to the program. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Adele and Dazzle. Great to have you here. Glad to have everybody here tonight on this Hump Day. Hey, Kitty. Good to have you. Tell me what you're grateful for. Patty's watching tonight. The great Patty Acquisto is watching. I am honored. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Oh, I am not worthy for Patty to watch. I would have dressed up better, Patty, if I knew you were going to be on tonight. Hey, Jennifer. Oh, hello, everybody. It is great to have you with us tonight. Tell us what you're grateful for tonight. Rick, how are you? What are you guys grateful for tonight? It is Hump Day. It is Hump Day. Let's make it a great night. Tell me what you're grateful for. Heidi ho, everybody. Hey, Kristen. Heidi ho to you, too. Heidi ho. It is good to have everybody here. It is great to have you here. For this Wednesday night, the 7th of October. October, people. October. And it is wonderful to have you here tonight. But I know there's some grateful news in this group. So tell me what you're grateful for. Lots coming in. Yeah, you can't sell what you don't have. Ooh, Rick, I got to catch up with you for an update on that, but I'm glad to hear it's coming together. Or at least coming together as best as it can. Oh, you haven't seen the new set, Kristen? This is our new set. I've been relocated. This is what, our third set during this? So I am on my third set. Yes, I am getting moved around. They keep on trying to find a new spot for me. But yeah, there's some great stuff coming in, which is wonderful. There's also some great stuff going out. Lots of great stuff going out, which is good. I like seeing. Julie's grateful for Angie. Yes, I need to touch base with Angie. And catch up with her. I need to touch base with her. There's somebody I got to send her way. That's okay, Kristen. It's okay to be MIA. And I know a lot of people watch the replay. Although I'm still on the same set in the replay as I am when I do it live. I'm just saying. But that's okay. You don't have to watch every night. Kelly took in furniture. You go, girl. You go. You got this. Boom. And better yet, you're going to sell it. Good evening, Miss Michelle. Michelle, how are you? It is great to have you with us this Hump Day. I keep on screwing up my days of the week. Well, I'm here to tell you that the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. It is. There's a lot going on in this crazy world, but the best is yet to come. The best days are not behind you. They're ahead of you. They are ahead of us. They're ahead of us all. They're ahead of us all. There are so many good things. There's so many great blessings coming our way. Coming our way. I got one of the great great things that I got to see today was one of the people that connects me with everybody in Washington. So one of the people at the National Retail Federation who's been on maternity leave went on maternity leave right when this started, right? Yeah, she's been on maternity leave for like 4 months, and she just came back today. And oh my God, is her little peanut the cutest thing? I mean, he's so his hair's going straight up. I mean, he's so cute. I mean, so cute. But why is that so important? Why is sharing the story about a baby so important? Because the baby is the future. You have kids because you have hope. And hope gets us to tomorrow. Hope gets us, it's not the next 100 steps, it's the next step that we're taking. The next step. It has nothing to do with the next 100 steps. It's about our next step and how we move forward. Okay? That's what we do. Hey, Michelle, those are learning curves. Mistakes are opportunities to learn. It's repetitive mistakes that are a problem. Those are the things that drive me nuts. It's like the car that's always breaking down. I don't do a car that's always breaking down. If it's got to be I don't mind regular service. If my car's got to go in for regular service, doesn't bother me at all. If I keep on having to fix the same thing over and over again, that car's got to go. And it's the same with staff. Okay, your team members grow with you, and if they grow with you, and they learn from the mistakes, that's just training. That's okay. And having calm and grace, okay, in that training experience is really an amazing tactic. I am not the good trainer, okay? I'm not. They keep me away from new trainees, okay, because I'm not the good trainer. I don't have that grace. I want people to catch, okay, before they know what's coming at them. And that's okay. That's okay. It's knowing my role in this business. I'm there to inspire. I'm there to create the roles and create the path. But doing this and having that grace with them will get you far. You just borrow a few occasionally? That's great. Gwen's got a full staff. I'm going to have to come visit you again, Kitty. I like a good bakery and coffee shop. I'll take that over Subway. We Subwayed the last time I was there, but I'll take a bakery coffee shop as a neighbor. That's a great neighbor. I mean, although I got to give Michelle credit with the wine shop next door to her. That's a pretty good neighbor too. That's awesome, Kim. We do. When you lift each other up, and that's what we're all about. We lift each other up. When you lift each other, you all win. Okay? It is not a zero-sum game. It is not a zero-sum game. It's about lifting everybody up. We lift them up, and some things are heavy to lift. Some things are heavy. Think those 5-gallon jugs of water or the big bag of dog food. I got a little bag of dog food tonight. I lifted the 50-pound bags of water salt yesterday. But those things, doing that lifting and doing that lifts everybody up, Kim. I'm proud of you. You're awesome. Amazing even. Training is expensive, but it's an investment, Michelle. Okay, and I hate training hours, but I don't count it against payroll hours. Okay, training is an investment. The thing is being a good trainer and being a good steward of your training resources, Michelle, becomes learning to cut early. That you're not helping the business or the person by thinking they will change. Okay, I mean it's like that boyfriend. Oh, I'm gonna fix him. Okay, a bad trainee you're not going to fix. A bad boyfriend you're not going to fix. Okay, he's just going to be the way he is. And 25 years later you find out he's still going to be the way he is. I'm just saying. My peanut gallery can tell you. And they chase down to have this. I'm just saying. You can read the reports on it on the internet. But you don't fix that. Okay, you can't fix that. Whoa, where did my thing go? So don't try to fix that, Michelle. If you made your good effort, you're not going to fix a bad employee. So don't keep them a month, 6 months, a year. If they're not, you know in your heart, you know who isn't going to be the heart of your business. And if they don't get it, that's okay. Okay, it's a great service to them, even though they won't thank you for letting them go. Okay, if for somebody that isn't getting it. I'm with you on that, Kitty. The waste, but you know, a good bakery and coffee shop. I mean, there's just something about a good bakery and coffee shop. The fun. We have one in our plaza that's good, and then I have one that's a friend of mine. You know, they actually own a bar. So the bakery and coffee shop that's in our plaza actually owns a sports bar too, and we like that better than the bakery and coffee shop. And the bakery and coffee shop is good, but I have a friend that owns another one, actually not far from where we had fall seminar last year, and from where the hotel was. And so swinging into her, she's been at it a lot longer, so her baked goods are like, you know, the one in our plaza is good, but my friend is even, good. Know when to fold them, but, you know, and know when to invest, okay? Because I had this talk with somebody else tonight, Michelle, and, you know, you need to know when to invest in people and to invest in their strengths, okay? You want to accentuate people's strengths. And make them the best that they can be. But some people are just going to be that way. You know, I mean, you know, I dated myself today when I said, oh, it's 2 weeks. You could set your watch to it, to this employee calling out today. And I'm like, you know, I don't know that anybody knew how to set a watch anymore. But hey, you know, there was a time where you set watches and you set clocks. And this employee, you could set it to that every 2 weeks they're going to call out, which is okay because you know what you're working with. It's also okay in the short run, okay? Because in the short run, you know what you're working with and you don't put yourself in a position where they're scheduled that you're dependent on them. So you move away from being dependent upon them, and work them out of the system. It is all good. It's all good. You know what? But we got to get this program started because I know some of you want to see those people debate. And this is an interesting year. Normally, I'll give you that in general, and there's a reason there's only one historically, vice presidential debate, is because people don't vote for number 2. Okay? They're voting the top line. And that's not getting into politics or saying it's right or wrong, but in this day and age, okay, you know, being an informed voter matters. Okay, voting really matters, and either way, the guy at the top, okay, that's going to be president after this election, and again, not taking political sides in this, okay, either way, we're electing 2 old white guys. Okay, one or the other, it's 2 old white guys are our choices for president. And so knowing and understanding who the number 2 is and who these respective parties see as the flag carrier of the views of the party moving forward is going to be interesting. So this debate could be actually very interesting. And having met and talked with Vice President Pence before, and actually a couple times during this, even it seems like so long ago, but yes, you know, so it should be an interesting discussion. tonight. I am hopeful. And I know many of you want to watch that, so let's get this party started. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we get this party started every night. Every night we start with it. Let's see where we're going tonight. I didn't have a request tonight, so let's see. We did that one. Oh, I like that. And this even goes to some of what we've already accomplished today. Our good morning tonight is on page 98. 98. Good morning. Put some music in someone else's life today. Make the world a mixtape and see what it gives you in return. Boom. There you go. All right. Well, I'm being respectful of time. That gives us 15 minutes, people. Okay, we've got a bunch of government stuff, and we've got some other stuff to talk about tonight. We're not going to get it. We're not going to do our deep dive on shipping tonight because I'm late. I was more ish than 8, and I wanna free you up should you choose to watch the debate tonight. In any case, I want you to make yourself aware of the highlights, and ultimately, I want to make sure you vote. 3 out of the 4. Voters of this household have voted already. I've delivered their absentee ballots to the ballot box. I'm going to vote in person, and that's just me. But, absentee ballots are in, so that's good. And we are in Rocktober. And Michelle, I know you're one of the people that took Rocktober and are rocking it, and you already used it, in an email or a post or something. I saw something from you that had Rocktober in it. Hang on a second, people. I'm getting organized. You know how hot resale is right now? How hot is it, Neil? Is that what you said? How hot is resale right now? How hot is it, Neil? It's so hot that Levi's is jumping into the $32 billion. It seems like just recently we were 20-something billion. But Levi's says we are now a $32 billion a $32 billion resale market with its own program for worn jeans and jackets. Hailey Bieber, who I don't think is related to Justin Bieber. Who's Hailey Bieber? It is his wife. Who knew? Who knew?
Not only is she related, she chose that.
She chose to be a Bieber? Yeah, she chased Justin down. She wanted to be a Biebs. Hailey Bieber is starring in a campaign for Levi's new resale program. Levi's is launching a program called Levi's Secondhand. So creative. They spent a lot of marketing time on that one. Allowing shoppers to buy pre-owned jeans and jackets and turn in their own used items for a credit. Let's learn more. The idea is all about connecting people to timeless styles they otherwise may not have found, and most importantly, saving clothing from going into a landfill. According to the resale market is exploding, according to research from ThreadUp and Global Data. The resale market is expected to rise from $32 billion this year to $51 billion by 2023. That's 2 years from now. Just over 2 years, we're going to grow by $20 billion. Who wants a piece of it? Who wants a piece of $20 billion? $20 billion! That's with a B! A big B! Like Bieber! My peanut gallery wants a piece of the $20 billion. Okay. Like they already don't have a piece of the... I'm not going to go there, people. That's just going to get me in trouble. Hey, you're going to Disney. And so's my credit card. Customers who bring in their old denim to Levi's stores can get a credit of between $5 and $35, depending on the item's age, condition, and original retail price. So your $200 jeans, you're going to get between $5 and $35 for. As an example, items that were made in the last 10 years are subject to credits that range from $5 to $15 for jeans and $5 to $20 for trucker jackets. The most valuable trade-in items are items from premium Levi's collections and pieces that were made more than 20 years ago. My stuff's coming back in style! I'm gonna be stylish! For both categories, jeans goes for up to $30 and trucker jackets for up to $35. If an item, so here is an interesting side of that. Here, oh, there's some cool insulation and shipping packaging made from shredded denim. Well, that's the other side of this, so hang in there. I don't get Vogue, Kitty, but I believe that they ran an ad about it. If an item isn't in good enough condition to resell, customers still get a $5 credit, and Levi's will recycle it. The credit can be used both in-store and online. After the pre-owned denim is traded in, it's professionally cleaned and then listed for sale on Levi's second-hand site. The idea is all about connecting people to timeless styles. Our belief is that you should love what you wear and live with it longer. Make sure you really love the things you buy. Levi is working with Trove, an e-commerce and logistics startup, to handle cleaning, inventory processing, and fulfillment for secondhand. According to a 2018 report from the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe, the fashion industry accounts for 10% of global carbon emissions and 20% of global waste water. Resale players hope that by encouraging customers to buy clothing secondhand, they can reduce the emissions and wastewater used to produce new items. So, there you go, people. How am I doing on time? I'm using up our time here. Hang on a second. I'm gonna come back to that. Okay. I got a couple more things to finish you up for the debate, because I do not want to come between you and good knowledge, even though Michelle has voted. Mom jeans from Levi's sell for $50 on Poshmark. Those jeans my mom would wear, or you as a mom would? Well, you're not a mom, Kelly. You just said that. You borrow kids, which I guess could be illegal in some states. But hey, what the heck? Teen spending. Oh, thank God I don't have any teens anymore. They've outgrown that, and they still have not hit a 20-year low. Teen spending has hit a 20-year low as spending priorities have changed. Teens are spending less on clothing, food, and events, and more on video games, furniture, and room accessories amid the pandemic. That's according to their Piper Sandler's 40th annual semi-annual survey, Taking Stock with Teens, fall survey. Self-reported spending fell to $2,100, its lowest total in the survey history. Oh, the humanity, and represents a drop of 9% year over year and 5% from the spring. Annual spending by teens peaked at about $3,000 in 2006. I didn't have a teen in 2006. I just had a teen wannabe in 2006. Even though spending on food contracted, it remains teens' #1 spending priorities. Males devote the most, or 21% of their spending, to food, followed by video games and clothing. Females devote the most, or 27% of their spending, to clothing, followed by food and personal care. Chick-fil-A remains a teen's top restaurant destination. Really? Chick-fil-A? Mine won't go there as an adult or a teen, but hey, what the heck. At 21%, followed by Starbucks at 10% and Chipotle 9%. That's a big drop off. 21% spend at Chick-fil-A as their top, followed number 2 is an 11-point drop to Starbucks. I don't know. And this is across 48 states with an average household income of $67,500. Apparel spending came in at $507 per teen, down 11% from last fall. And Nike retained its long-standing top spot as teens' favorite apparel brand, followed by American Eagle and Adidas. Other top brands include Lululemon. Nike was also teens' favorite footwear brand, followed by Vans and Adidas. Amazon remains teens' #1 preferred online shopping at 54%, but Shein, Shein, takes the #2 spot for the first time ahead of Nike. What is Shein? I have no idea what a Shein is. Shein. Shein, sorry. Sheen. I'm screwing it up. See, that just tells you I am not a teen. I am not hip. And dollars on fishing. Yes, well, you have some unique teens there, Jennifer. And my peanut gallery knows what Sheen is, even though I don't. But I don't know what most things are. I just want to sell a lot of it. And skincare spending eclipses cosmetic spending for the first time ever among females. And 84% of female teens rely on as a source of discovery for beauty brands and trends. Ulta remains the #1 preferred beauty destination against Sephora for the 4th survey in a row. Teens reported 34% of their daily video consumption on Netflix, followed by 86%, followed by YouTube, sorry. And 86% of teens own an iPhone, and 89% expect an iPhone to be their next phone. Both all-time survey highs. And that would work with the ones I know. So it's important to know the market. It's important to know what's happening in the market and what's coming up in the market, because these will influence their future buying habits. So, Michelle, you and I, Shein is a Chinese company. Okay. See what I know. These are things I don't know. I'm just saying. But, our friends at Tuesday Morning are on the hunt for a buyer, so if you've got some extra cash lying around under the mattresses, they are actively seeking bids for its assets. While reorganization, they've already shuttered 230 of its 687 stores as part of the reorganization, and they hope to find a buyer by the end of the month. So you could be the new Tuesday Morning girl or Tuesday Morning person. So there you go. Okay. So let's talk government for a second, and then we'll get you to government debate. I'm running out of time here. The House report, a report from the House of Representatives accuses Amazon of abusing market power. Huh? Say it isn't so. A new 450-page report from the House of Representatives Subcommittee on Antitrust accuses Amazon of wielding monopoly power in online retail to the detriment of third-party sellers that use its site, as well as competitors and other stakeholders. The committee has recommended structural separation, such as well as rules that could limit discrimination and favoritism by tech platforms, among other remedies. In a blog post, Amazon responded that it controls a relatively small share. We just do a tiny little business. We're a mom and pop of the overall retail market, and dismissed the committee's allegations around its dominance of sellers on its site as flawed regulatory ideas that rely on the false narrative that Amazon interests are not aligned with its third-party sellers. This is going to be a long-term fight, folks, and I'm not expecting them to try to break up Amazon any time soon. And if they do break up Amazon, all that means is Jeff Bezos is going to own a lot of other big companies. Hey, they like to write in DC, okay? I mean, you got to understand, when you read some of this stuff, I mean, I boil it down. But, yeah, they don't like short reports, you know? They aren't into two-page summaries. Give me the two-page summary. And I'm not saying Cliff Notes here. I'm just asking for, you know, some practical knowledge here. You know, let's sift through all the stuff. One of the best statements I've seen about all the chaos in Congress is as follows. You know, with urging the government to return to the table, all sides of the government to return to the table and get another bill done. And I appreciate so many of you doing the COVID relief now call to action on Congress. But the pandemic isn't over, and neither is the economic crisis it has created. The pandemic is not over, and neither is the economic crisis it has created. You know, Kristen, to your point, Warren Buffett, favorite quote of Warren Buffett's is, Americans can't afford to buy cheap stuff. Americans cannot afford to buy cheap stuff. And it's because of the lack of quality, the lack of how long they last. And it's not just clothing, it's everything. It's Scotch glasses. It's Scotch glasses. You got to have a quality Scotch glass. Quality Scotch glass. I'm thinking of investing in a new martini glass too. But I don't want to go wild here. I'm not trying to go wild here, but I have thought about investing in a new martini glass. So, yeah, I mean, as expected, okay, I mean, you've already heard, I'm sure, that from yesterday, so from yesterday where we were at 3 o'clock, yesterday till the middle of the night tonight, or last night, when the president said, oh, well, yeah, I called off negotiations, but I'll do a clean bill of this, this, and this, okay? So things are still happening. Things are greatly in flux. It's day by day, people, but we're working it. Day by day, okay? So the work does not stop. Where we are does not stop. And we keep on moving forward with it. And you can't stop waiting for the government to help you. What is it? You know, if the government solved all medical problems, we'd have the best iron lung instead of a lung transplant, something like that is the quote. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Hopefully sooner, because of what you did in doing the COVID relief now call to action. You know, our leaders are hearing that businesses will not be here there are businesses that will not be here after the election if there's not another relief bill. There are businesses that don't tune in here every night and don't have the support network you have to help them get to the other side. And so we just need to do our part to help everybody get to the other side, okay? Regardless of what the government does. Oh, Kim, I thank you so much that you did that. One, sent the letter, but felt great about it, because it is. You know, we need to communicate. These things do matter, and they matter now. I got a meeting tomorrow with 2 congressmen from Massachusetts. And, we'll see what comes. Again, I will impress upon them what is happening on Main Street. It's just this time last year that I sat and had lunch with both these 2. And one was on one side of me and one was on the other. We were at a table there were 8 of us at this table, and I had one on one side of me and one on the other. So it's important to have these conversations. It's important to let them know. It's important that they know that the pandemic is not over. The uncertainty is just quite honestly not over. Okay? I've always been grateful for every time the register rings, but even more so now, because you don't know when the next time it's going to ring. When it rings right now, you don't know when the next time it's going to ring. So it is, we're going to get there. We're going to get there, and we're doing it together. We're doing it together. We're going to get there whether the government comes through or not. Okay? But I'm sure as holding those morons' feet to the fire with this. Okay? We need to keep them aware of what's happening. I mean, I got one that's running unopposed, and I want to start a write-in campaign just because they need to know that their job's at risk. They need to know that their paycheck's at risk. They need to know that while you may not be taking a paycheck, while your business is hurting, while is hurting. I mean, our communities are hurting across America. And it's just really that easy. There's some business that's tonight, okay, will turn off the lights and will not be there tomorrow to turn them back on. Will not be able to turn them back on tomorrow. We are fortunate that we're able to turn on those lights again, okay, and keep this moving forward. But not everyone is that fortunate. Okay, and our fortunate is not easy. Okay, it is not easy, but we do it and we keep on persevering. So that is what we do, and that is how we get there to the other side of this. I don't want to keep anybody here tonight watching me that wants to watch the debate. So you know that everything that I talk about this video and everything that we talk about on this show is over at narts.org/resalestrong. And the YouTube channel, You're Not Alone, running this store where you can like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. It's here to get you to the other side, but and keep you organized. But it's also there so you can easily share it with everybody you know, so we can help every business get to the other side. Every business to the other side. Yeah, well, Kristen, you know I have the sympathy for the people at Walmart. And I know people that knew Sam. Okay, I didn't know Sam Walton, but I know people that knew Sam Walton, okay, and they're not the same place, and I appreciate what how they've grown, okay, but they aren't the same as they once were for a lot of reasons, okay. So everything's over there on that site, and it's there for you to share with everybody, so we can get every butcher, baker, candlestick maker across the finish line. I'm here live, in person even, in person. The light wouldn't go down on me. Every night, live at more 8 than ish in the Narts private Facebook group. It was a little more ish tonight, but I got dinner first. Okay. I got dinner first tonight. But I'm there live, taking your questions, keeping you informed and keeping you positive. Positive you're going to take the next step. Positive you're going to make it to tomorrow. Positive, as my father said, tomorrow you will wake up on the right side of the grass. Just saying of my father. But we will do it. Yes, we will. And you will do it because you can and you have the power, and we do it together. The power of positivity. We start this program every night. Every night we start it with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight, if you were not here at the beginning of the program, we're on page 98. Good morning. Put some music in somebody else's life today. Make the world a mixtape and see what it gives you in return. Good night. Put some music in your life tonight. Make yourself a mixtape and see where your heart goes. Mixtape in my car used to have The Locomotion. The Locomotion as the first song on it. And don't forget Journey. Don't stop believing. You'll never sing the blues. Okay, what's Max doing? We're nervous about what Max is doing. What do you do? Max? Oh, Max smells chicken. Hang on, I'm saying goodnight. Hang on a second, I have the Max. All right, folks. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to say you and you. But most especially you. Yes, you. You who's looking at this cute little face. You, I see you looking into his eyes. He wants chicken. You're not alone running this store. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. It's time for dessert. Have a great night.